Hello everyone, my name is Priya Chatterjee and welcome back. It's a stressful time. Your mock scores are low, you're dejected, facing burnout, you don't want to study, sleep is your friend, etc. etc. I know. My Telegram channel is teeming with messages like this, and it makes me so sad to read these messages coming from people like you, and it takes me back to a time when I was in your shoes. I said this in my 2 week strategy video, which was more like 10 tips before the actual exam, but I'll say it again. In the last mock I ever took, which was exactly 1 week before CAT, I scored some dismal number like a 50 or 60 percentile. It was very, very bad. I was heartbroken. I cried that day, and you can ask my friends. I sent everyone a message saying that, that's it, main to gayi, mera kuch nahi hone wala, there's no future for me, how I'm finished. But how wrong I was, because I did end up in the B school of my dreams. I went to the business school that I had hoped and prayed for all my life, and that I had manifested into my life almost. So the reason I'm starting with this introduction is both to give you some sort of motivation for your future and to tell you to calm down, because I think that was something that was very, very needed in the last video I posted, but also to tell you that CAT is always not the only option that's ahead of you, right? I will divide this video into 3 parts. First, we will talk about why you shouldn't let mock scores bother you too much. Then we will discuss about what you should do even if your CAT score is very low. And finally, I'll give you a plan of action going forward. We have 7 days, less than 7 days to the CAT, but I'm still going to try to give you a plan of action going forward. Okay, now let's talk about why you shouldn't worry too much about your mock exams. I know from the beginning of or the launch of this channel, I have spoken to you again and again about the importance of mock tests. I have spoken about about them in my 75-day strategy, in my 50-day strategy, in my LRDI, QA, VARC tips videos, all of them. I've gone on and on about mocks. But I've only spoken to you about mocks when it comes to discussing the importance of building your strategy in the mock exams. Now, why that is important is for you to understand that all the mocks require you to do is to come up with a strategy that you will follow in your actual CAT exam and practice that before the exam. It allows you to test out different ways of approaching the paper so that you can find your sweet spot in the actual exam. Now, a friend of mine used to say that mocks are called mocks because they mock your preparation, as in they make fun of the preparation you have put in. Because every year, the institutes, whether they do it purposely or not, try to set a paper that is at a higher level than the actual CAT exam. This is to give you practice at solving more complicated questions so that when easier questions come in the paper, you don't get scared or you don't get hassled with it. That is one thing to remember about mock tests. Every mock you have taken so far, or at least 95% of the mocks you've taken so far, have been at a level higher than your mock exams, which is why I have been stressing on previous year question papers at this stage. Second, the thing that you need to remember about mock tests is that they have a very narrow base of students attempting them. What this means is that for the CAT exam, and this is from data that I asked some senior faculty at the IIMs who are organizing the CAT. And they said that registrations every year are about 2 to 3 lakh students. But out of the people who fill the form for the CAT, only about 1.5 lakhs, even less than that, turn up for the exam. Out of that, the people who have the funds to be able to afford the mock test that you are taking are even fewer. So the entry fee to the mock test that you are taking is so high that not everyone is taking the mock test that you are. Moreover, not everyone is as dedicated or is preparing with as much gusto as you are. So already, if you are scoring, say, even a 65 percentile in your mock tests, when more students and more unserious students take part in the actual CAT exam at the end, you will see that percentile of yours balloon up. What that means is currently all the students who are taking the mock tests are students who are dedicated to this. So in 100 very, very good students who really are practicing very hard, if you are getting the 65th rank, when you add 100 more students who aren't working that hard, who aren't that focused, and are just doing the exam as a passing thing, as just another safety net that they're building because they're scared that their UPSC preparation will not work out, etc., etc., your 65 automatically becomes an 85 or a 90 because you have put in the effort in this particular exam. So that is the other thing that you need to remember about mock tests and why you shouldn't worry about their scores. First, because they set tougher papers, and second, because when you take the CAT exam, the number of people taking the CAT exam balloons up, which improves your possibility of a score. If you need a life example of this, I had a friend of mine who used to consistently score 50 to 60 percentile in his mocks. In every mock exam that he ever took, he never went above 60 percentile. 60 percentile was his best mock score and came somewhere in October. But he scored an 89 percentile in his actual CAT exam. He went on to a great business school and got a great job. So it's just one example of what could happen with your test as well. So chalo, we have discussed about why we shouldn't worry too much about our mock scores and how mock scores are not going to reflect our actual CAT score on D-Day. But I know that you're paranoid, so you're probably thinking everything Priya is saying is bullshit and my CAT will go terribly, mera future to gaya, and I will have a terrible CAT score और मेरा कुछ नहीं होने वाला, right? Even if that is the case, I'm here to tell you that that's also all right and it's nothing to be afraid of. CAT may be the most famous admission test to get into a business degree or a business school, but it isn't the only test. There are many other exams like XAT, IIFT, SNAP, NMAT, etc. that get you great opportunities at great business schools that will land you in the same job space as people like me. Because when you think about it, the reason you're doing an MBA is to go to a good business school and to get a good job out of it. You're not going to do an MBA to enjoy college life, right? The end game is placement and a good start at a career. And there are many, many other business schools that allow you to do the same. Another route, and this is the most important thing you should remember, is that there are many business schools out there that put much more weightage on other aspects of your profile than your CAT score. They put more weightage to your group discussion and your personal interview when it comes to admissions, and you should always consider having these schools in your kitty because these are the schools that will also give you a great start to life. I've told you why not to worry about your mock scores, and I've told you what to do or where to look at in case your CAT does go badly, even though I don't think you should be thinking about that at all. When I talk about a plan of action, the biggest plan of action I can tell you now, and what I've told you in last week's video as well, is to stop taking mocks. You heard that right. Stop taking mocks. If you're still the kind of person who is doing one mock a day going forward, I beg you to please stop. This does not mean that you have to stop practicing. You can still go ahead and practice previous year's papers. 2020, 21, 22 into 3 slots each. You have 9 papers that you can still solve or revise. Look at these questions. Look at the kind of concepts that are asked, because I'm saying this today and I'm going to say it till I run out of breath. CAT has a tendency to repeat the concepts or to repeat the kinds of questions it has asked in the past. So practice the questions that have actually come in the past instead of running behind questions that are difficult or the ones that are going to give you more anxiety in the first place. Moreover, focus on one thing. Look at your past mocks and see where you're doing well. I get so many messages saying, I'm really bad at para jumpers. I can't solve the verbal ability. I am so bad at DI. I look at a graph and I get confused. I haven't done games and tournaments, etc., etc., etc. If you haven't done something, rehne do. This is not the time for you to run behind any area of the CAT exam that you're not good at. At the end of the day, it is an aptitude test. And if you don't have the aptitude for it naturally, or if you haven't been able to build it up so far, or if you haven't had the chance to even try to build it up so far, let it be. You are not going to be able to learn anything in 1 week. I assure you that even the smartest person who tries to learn geometry right now will probably not be able to do it in time for the CAT exam. So do yourself a favor, do me a favor, stop asking me this question and just leave it be. In the actual exam, if you get a question from that section, ignore it and move on, right? don't consider CAT to be a 66 question paper. Consider it to be 3 small papers of 24 questions each, or 24, 20, and 22 questions each. Break this down further. In VARC, it's not 24, it's 16 plus 8. 16 RC questions, 8 VA questions. In LRDI, it is 10 LR questions, 10 DI questions. In QA, it is 8 arithmetic questions, 6 algebra questions, XX, whatever other section of maths there is, that kind of question, right? अगर RC strong है तो do only RC. Don't even look at the VA questions if it gives you anxiety. If you're good at just LR, do just LR. Don't worry so much about things you don't know. Just play to your strengths. Same for QA, right? If nothing else, just make sure that you know your arithmetic well, because that is where maximum questions come from in every paper that I've seen so far. If you get those right, you're in the safe zone. Don't worry about what you don't know. Don't worry about what's already out of your hands, right? There is no magic pill that will suddenly help you in the last minute if you try to start something new. I know you will have this urge to revise new things, to solve those 100 questions before CAT, or this mock before CAT, that mock before CAT, but listen to me and understand that you don't need to do anything. CAT is an aptitude exam. You are supposed to be playing to your strengths. Really, don't take any more exams or practice any questions at all, not even previous year papers, from Thursday, which is this coming Thursday. Don't look at any of this, right? You can go through your formula book if you want to, and a golden book if you've made that, but don't you dare pick up a pen to solve anything. You promise me that you will not do it. If you have ever got any good advice from me, listen to me one last time, and on Thursday, promise yourself that when the clock strikes 12, you will put down a pen and you will not pick it up again. That is my one, haath jod ke prayer to you, is to do that, right? You can join the Telegram channel. The link will be in the description box. And even if I don't have good tips for LRDI and QA beyond the ones I've already posted, I'm sure you can ask your queries on the Telegram channel, and someone is going to help you there. We had quite a funny discussion today on the Telegram channel, and I feel very close to the 600 plus folks that are on that channel, but it is what it is. I'd love to have you join as well. And a caveat though is that channel will be blocked on Sunday, which means that no messages will come in or go out of that group, because I don't want to give anyone anxiety on D-Day. We will open it up after slot 3 is over, and we can bitch all that you want about the exam. But I think at least in this last week leading up to the exam, it will be good for you to be able to share your fears and your hopes for the future, and the big treat that you want from me if you get into the business school of your dreams and empty my wallet. But we'll see how it goes. I'd love to have you there. Till then, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the notification bell, do all of that. Calm down, relax, know that nothing has gone wrong yet. Know that nothing is going to go wrong. No matter what happens on Sunday, everything is going to be fine. You're here, I'm here. All the business schools in the world are here. Some great business schools that don't care about your CAT score are also here. And we're all here to be the safety net that you need in your life for the future career that you want to make. Please don't worry. If you have any worries, give them to me and I will deal with them. In this last week before your exam, just focus on the journey that you've had so far, on all that you have learned, on the friends that you've made, on the improvement that you've made, on the dreams that you have dreamt, because all of this matters a lot as well, right? We can take away everything from you, but we can't take away your dreams. And no matter how the exam goes or doesn't go, don't quit now. Definitely go to take the exam. A few people told me they don't want to go take the exam because they're scared about how it'll go. Don't do that. You never know how it'll go. I honestly think that even when in the worst of days, whatever score you're imagining you will get, I assure you that you will get a better score than that. Or ye to likh ke le lo. Like today, if you're thinking that you're going to get a 20 percentile, I assure you that when you come back from the exam, or when you actually get your CAT score and your CAT percentile, it will be better than 20 percentile. So don't give up just yet. Don't give up at all, actually, ever. because there's someone who believes in you. It would be very cliche for me to say that someone is me, even though I do believe in you. I'm sure there are other people who believe in you as well, and this is the time to not let them down. Please relax, enjoy yourself, enjoy this journey, because it does come once. I think if this is your first attempt, I can say that your first cat attempt only comes once, it will not come again. And if it's like your second, third, fourth attempt, I will say that your second, third, fourth attempt also comes only once. So just relax and give it your best, and I assure you that everything is going to be fine. I don't know how many times I can say it, I don't know in how many languages I can say it, but I can only give you this santavna. I think that's the word, santavna. I think I'm very bad right now with Hindi words. I've gone off script and I'm just speaking, but I want to give you the assurance that everything is going to work out for the best for your future. I mean, you're good people, right? So good things happen to good people, and if you've put in the effort, or if you've put in the hours and you've done your hard work, you've done your due diligence, it'll be fine. Everyone has their moments of fear, everyone has their moments of doubt, everyone thinks they're not good enough at times, but that's not always true. I think our own opinions of ourselves are often lower than what they should be, because we deserve much more than we think, or than we give ourselves credit for. That doesn't apply to me, because I am an overconfidence piece of beep who usually gives myself more credit than I deserve. But I don't think that's true for all of you. And for all the people who are in my DMs and in my comment section so worried about Sunday will come and go before you know it. And in your very long 90-year life that I hope everyone will live, you will see that it was just a drop in the bucket and it didn't mean much at all. So yeah, again, like my last video, I have gone on and on and on. I will stop talking now. Please relax. Please enjoy this last week. Get good CAT scores, get into good business schools, and you will get a treat from me when that is over. We will discuss the logistics of the treat on the Telegram channel. So do join the Telegram channel, like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the notification bell, check out the links in the description box below, and best of luck for Sunday. I am promising you that this is the last video I will put up before your CAT exam on Sunday, and then we will probably do a live on Sunday evening to discuss how the paper went, the different slots, but we'll see how we work that out. But you'll not hear from me for the rest of this. You won't see me for the rest of this week, but you will see me next week. So miss my beautiful face, but till then, speak to yourself in the mirror and tell yourself every day for the next 7 days that you're worth it, that you deserve it. Let's not make this a L'Oreal Paris advertisement, but you're worth it and you deserve it. So best of luck and do well.